Hey, what's going on guys? Just before we dive into the video, I want to let you know that we have an awesome Iceborne giveaway running right now with the guys over at Gamerchic for everything you see on screen. A PS4 Pro, a year of PlayStation Plus, the Steelbook copy of Iceborne, and even the 2 Monster Hunter Nendoroid figures. If you want to enter, click the link in the description box down below. And if you want to save some money on your Monster Hunter pre-order, you can grab it at Gamerchic, use code Arekkz Gaming, and it will give you a discount, making it the cheapest place to buy it that we've seen in the UK. Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. And if you're wondering why I'm standing here in my pants right now, it's because I'm about to talk about something that is kind of spoiler territory. So this is your ample warning that if you don't want to see the armor from the final boss in the game, I also won't say the name until we get past this point. If you don't want to see this, this would be the point to step away. If you're still here in like 5 seconds, then you can't complain that there are spoilers, okay? So, Pantsman is here right now. I'm giving you 5 seconds to step away, and then we're about to take a look at something incredibly cool. Bam! There you... Oh my gosh. Are you really going to stand in front of me? Really? Like... Can you not see I'm trying to record a video here? This, my friends, is the armor from Shara Ishvalda, the final boss monster in the game. Now, I'm not going to include any gameplay of the fight in this video in case you still want to keep the fight for yourself. I will be uploading a video later on showing you the fight and going over some tips for how to tackle it, because there's some really cool mechanics in that fight, so do stay tuned for that. Again, that will be aptly spoiler warning tagged and whatnot, so you guys don't don't get caught by anything. But this is the beta set. But if we turn our attention to the smithy, you can see that this is the alpha and the beta set side by side. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was really torn when it came to making this armor, because both armor sets look incredibly awesome. The alpha set has some really cool aspects to it, but then part of the beta set I just really liked. I think it's because it's got that sort of cool wheel on the back that reminds you from like some of those Japanese demons and whatnot. So yeah, that looked very cool. So I end up going the beta set because it still looks cool, and obviously then I have more slots to play with, which is a win-win. But if we turn our attention to the skills, you can see there are 2 set piece bonuses for this one, a 4-piece and a 5-piece set piece bonus. This is Gaia's Veil. So while wearing a mantle, with the 4-piece set bonus, you gain windproof level 3, earplugs level 3, tremor resistance level 3, and flinch free, all of which are basically very handy in the final boss fight. Meanwhile, if you have the 5-piece set bonus, then when wearing a mantle on top of that, you also gain tremor resistance level 3, earplugs level 5, max windproof, and flinch free. So basically, you can be in a position where you put on a mantle, and let's say you're fighting the final boss and you put on something like the temporal mantle or a vitality mantle, just because you don't want to die. Then in the process of doing that, you suddenly also have all these skills on top, which is very handy in a fight like that. Of course, on top of that, you also have recovery up. So you have 30% recovery, which increases the amount recovered when restoring health. Very handy if you're chugging those potions. You also have part breaker level 3, so you get that 30% part damage, making it easier to not only sever tails, but also break parts. And there is definitely a part you want, because there's a part you need to break in this final boss monster, which gives you a guaranteed drop for something you're going to need to craft the weapons. So having part breaker, basically I don't go into that fight without some kind of part breaker set, just because it makes your life a lot easier. You then also have the skill called Coalescence. Now this is a really interesting skill. I mentioned this the other day when speaking about the Velkhana set, but this is the one that temporarily enhances your attacks after recovering from blights or abnormal statuses, and level 3 gives you 18 attack, plus 90 elemental attack power, and plus 15% status build-up. And bear in mind, abnormal statuses and blights are pretty broad. You know, you've got things like Ice Blight, Fire Blight, you've got things like Paralysis, Poison, different things like that, as you can see in this example. In fact, I jumped into this to kind of record, and then as soon as I started, I got paralyzed by a Vespoid, which was actually kind of convenient because paralysis is also an abnormal status, and as you can see, when I naturally recover from that, that procs Coalescence. Similarly, if I stand in the poisonous plants, and then of course I have that and I chug an antidote, then of course you can then use that to activate Coalescence. So there's plenty of opportunities to trigger this. The point is, this is a rather potent skill, and if there's a way to use this more reliably, then this might actually end up becoming quite a potent skill that people might want to be using. This is something I do want to do some testing on in like a future video, but for the time being, that is Coalescence. You also have level 3 health boost, giving you that plus 50 health. You can ignore handicraft, that's on my charm, and you then have level 2 critical boost, which increase the damage dealt by your critical hits. And finally, you have defense boost level 10 for that added defense. Now, of course, if you then take a look at the beta skills, you can of course see that you do get fewer skills in this situation, but you do obviously have the benefit of having lots of slots to play with. So on that topic, if you take a look at the alpha set, then you have a level 3 and level 1 on the helmet, level 3 and level 2 in the chest, level 1 on the arms, level 3 and level 2 in the waist, and 3 level 1s in the legs. Meanwhile, for the beta set, you have a level 4 and level 2 in the helmet, level 4, level 2 in the chest, level 4 in the arms, level 4, level 3 in the waist, and level 4, level 2, and level 1 in the legs. So plenty of stuff to play with. However, it also wouldn't be a final boss monster video without showing you guys the weapons, and some of the weapons from this monster are so incredibly awesome. My favourite weapon, without question, is the hammer, because it's basically like a palm, so when you're using the hammer, you're effectively slapping the monster. It's hilarious. I love it. But I'm going to give you guys a chance to just take a look at some of the weapons scrolling in the background very, very quickly. Obviously, I'm not on the stat screen at the moment, but you can just sort of see them on the left-hand side, see what they look like. And this is a good chance to take a look at some of the stuff that you can look forward to crafting later on in the game. Now, for the time being, that's pretty much it. That was just your quick look at the armor set, at the weapons. And of course, as mentioned, if you guys do want to see some more stuff from the fight, then you can check that out on the channel a little bit later on this week. But for the time being, thanks for watching. Be sure to keep it locked for plenty more Iceborne videos. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and also click on the little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss my next upload. Also, don't forget, you can check out TwoSixNine and Paradise Central streaming over on Twitch 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. Be sure to drop by and get involved. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.